Second place. Aha! Buffalo Bills. Buffalo Bills, second place. They now get to 7-3. And more importantly, they don't go to 6-4. Because, as we know, they've lost 2 games in a row. They somehow, oh my God, we're going to talk about the Jets in a second. The Bills somehow lost to the Jets. And then they lost to the Vikings. Holy crap, isn't that weird to sit here as a Bills fan, if you're a Bills fan watching this, and watch the Jets today and the Vikings today, who looked both awful, and be like, these 2 guys beat our team? They did. It's a weird sport, this tackle football. It's very strange. You had the Vikings beat. The Jets game was just kind of this ugly, scrappy thing. But you know what? The hell with that. As Josh would say, and I'm sure he will say when we have him on Tuesday, we're looking forward. We're moving forward. We have the 24-hour rule, and we're looking ahead, and we're moving forward. Josh likes that stuff, and I don't blame him. So they beat the Browns today, and came out really sluggishly. Not good first quarter, not at all. The Nick Chubb thing was happening. The Bills' offense wasn't going on, and then there was that weird moment. See that? What was the deal with Diggs and McDermott on the sideline? They had this whole kind of private chat. Like Diggs was angry, hadn't been targeted. I don't know necessarily what that was about. Maybe they talked about it after the game. But McDermott's just talking to him calmly, evenly, and then Diggs comes back, gets a touchdown, and they go on and win. Kind of the second half was they were never really in danger. Browns wouldn't go away because, I don't know, they're a pretty tough team. Amari Cooper scored and everything, but just quality win. I don't care if the Bills won 3-0 over the Washington freaking Generals. I don't care. They got to win. They needed to win bad. You couldn't possibly lose that game to Cleveland. Go home to like that Hoth system that they're in Buffalo right now. They get back on the plane, come back to Detroit, and then play again in 4 days on a 3-game losing streak. Couldn't do it. Mission accomplished. Put that flag in the ground. Bills win. I don't care what the score was. They won. McDermott, Diggs, Allen, I don't care what happened. They won. Victory. But number 1 on the podium. Then on the third place podium today, which is good. Third place is awesome. There's 32 teams. Third place podium, the Detroit Lions. Yeah! We're off to Neverland! The third place Lions. Not third place. 3 in a row. 3 in a row, third place on our podium. They keep winning. And this was not like this BS where they beat the crappy Bears because the Bears missed an extra point last week. They went on the road. They beat a team that matters. They beat the Giants. They beat them soundly. They won. The Lions are good. And you know what's funny here at Cowboys Basement? We've done this a couple times. Back in August when we said, or back in September, whenever it was, beginning of the season, when we said, give us your predictions for the season. How do you think the season's going to go? And we put them in this wine bottle and see if they would age like wine. And a couple times now, we have one of you guys send us in a take back in the day about the Lions. And it was a guy named Tad to the Bone. And we've made fun of this tweet 2 times. And Tad to the Bone, way back at the beginning of the season, predicted the Lions will finish above the Packers in the NFC North standings. Ha ha ha! And we all laughed. We all thought it was so funny. Oh, we even have a rim shot sound effect. And guess what? Tad to the Bone, wherever you are right now, where you live, Michigan, you're in the Upper Peninsula, you're in Auburn Hills, 8 Mile Road, wherever you are, Tad to the Bone, the Lions are currently above the Green Bay Packers in the standings. They are 4-6. They used to be 1-6. They're 4-6. And guess who they play next week? Guess who they play in like 4 or 5 days? They play the Bills. The Bills won today. They got off their little mini losing streak of back-to-back games. The Bills won pretty easily. Not terribly exciting game against the Browns. But now they go back to Detroit, and you follow the whole story. They were in Detroit today. They go back next week. And the Lions play them. I mean, I think the Bills will probably win that game, but it's not like this Bills team is unbeatable right now. I get so fired up for the Lions. I just think it's cool. I think it's different. Jamal Williams scores like 5 touchdowns a week. It's incredible. Every time, if you're watching a game and they go, let's go back to the studio for a game break, and whoever it is, if it's Nate Burleson or Boomer Esiason on CBS or Carissa on Fox. So I was like, God, the Lions scored again. It's Jamal Williams with another touchdown, and they're always this little short ones like they were today. He scores so well, so often from the 1-yard line. So this does it so well, and the Lions are winning. The idea that the Lions of any year, but especially this year when they were 1-6, are on the podium and they play a physical brand of football and the defense isn't the worst in the league anymore. Still not good, but isn't the worst in the league anymore. Picked off Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones does not throw interceptions this year. He's been really good about that. Saquon didn't do squat. Stuffed. That's Detroit Lions, baby. It's really cool. And it really helps all of us. It helps you. It helps me because we're going to be sitting there this Thursday watching football, and it's going to be Bills-Lions. And if the Lions just suck like they normally do, it's a pain. You're like, and then we have to have that conversation we have every Thanksgiving, which is, why is this the tradition in the NFL? Why do the Lions play on Thanksgiving? Why do we stop that? And there's been pieces written about it, and there's been monologues crafted about it. Why do the Lions play on Thanksgiving? This year, they deserve to. They're one of the hottest teams in the NFC rather. I'm way into it, and now they play the Bills. It's a good game. Lions-Bills suddenly cool. Lions, welcome to the podium. Who's first place? It's the Cowboys. It's the Dallas Cowboys. How about that? How about the Dallas Cowboys? They showed some character. They showed some backbone. They showed that after the meltdown they had against the Packers, that they're here. They beat a quality opponent on the road. We're going to talk about the Vikings too. I'm going to have to take some crap from the Vikings, some self-deserved crap personally. But the Cowboys pistol whipped the Vikings. An absolute ass whooping from start to finish. Tony Pollard's incredible. CeeDee Lamb made the catches. Micah Parsons did the thing. When did you know the Vikings were in trouble? When did you know? Was it the second play of the game that Cousins fumbled? Or was it the first? Was it the third? I don't remember. I think there was like 13:45 left in the first quarter, and Micah Parsons comes off the blind side, beats the tackle, and you can tell like he's picked up Cousins' heat sensor, like a bird, like in at night, trying to swoop down and get a mouse or something. You watch those things on Discovery Channel, and you could tell that Parsons just keyed into it, and you're like, oh crap, he's going to sack the hell out of him. But it wasn't enough that he sacked him. He did the full chop. Bam! He brought the arm down, like textbook pass rushing stuff. Cousins fumbles. They get the ball. I think it was right then where I said, oh crap, this is going to be a long day. And it was. But I didn't think it was going to be that bad. You know, you think, oh, maybe the Vikings lose 31-20. No. That was making me think of the Vikings losing 41-0 in the NFC title game to the Giants back when I was in college. That was terrible. And oh my God, the Cousins takes and the Vikings takes. They have 2 losses this year, and both of them are to the Eagles and to the Cowboys. And in neither game do they feel like they even belonged at all. They really didn't. So they beat Buffalo in that crazy game, and everyone's, oh, the Vikings, myself included. I'll get more to that, but I'm trying to make this about Dallas. Dallas looked really good, and when they played defense, and when the Parsons and Pollard, they cook when those guys are going. Parsons has talked about a lot, and Pollard is becoming the star right in front of us. For some reason, they still started Ezekiel Elliott. Zeke had a nice game, and he got in the end zone, I think, a couple times, but Pollard is just, whoo! He's a thoroughbred. He's great. Dallas Cowboys, #1 on the podium this week. I still don't know what to make of Dak. I still don't know where I put him, and if I love him or if I just like him or if I even do like him. I was just watching Joe Burrow go up and down the field in the fourth quarter against the Steelers. Like, is Dak as good as Joe Burrow? I don't think he is. I don't know. I like him, though, a lot. I like Dak. Gotta like Dak. And Dak will play Thursday as well. That's #1. Cowboys, 7-3. Nice record. You know what's crazy about Vikings-Cowboys? That is a potentially even likely playoff matchup. You know, that could be a wild card matchup right in the first week of the playoffs, right then. And my God, Justin Jefferson 2 years in a row. Bad performances that he goes up against Diggs or whatever it is. But last week we're giving him the keys to the whole league and saying he's next Jerry Rice, and he looked amazing against Buffalo. But man, they did squat today in Minnesota. Just squat. Bubkiss, zilch. Dallas, number 1. Let's move on, though, guys. Oh, no, wait. Hold on a second. I always want to do this. I'm so eager to get to the awards.